Hey folks, welcome back to the Feroz Mode channel. Yes, the M3 is still here. Everyone keeps messaging me asking, what the hell have I done with this car? And today we're just going to talk about it. Try not to get hit by, you know, the UPS cars and everything, but it is not leaving nor is going away. But I just want to talk about my ownership process now, having two cars, and of course what I want to do with this car, you know, more long term. The issue is I'm finding is that the Miata is just so much more fun to drive, guys. I mean this wholeheartedly and everything. This is a great all-around do-it-all great car, but it comes to just a pure driver's car, and I say it by what does that mean, driver's car? I'm talking about all the inputs, the size, the chassis, just the feeling of you're doing something with the vehicle. This car just does not hit anywhere close the same highs that that car does for me. Now, it's kind of hard to compete, right? I'm talking about a almost 4,000 pound sedan, pretty much a tank, versus a 2,500 pound pretty much dedicated sports car being the Miata. Having the roof off now, especially with how nice the weather is these days, it's just been impeccable to really just go out and enjoy on the road. And when it comes to driving this car, it just ends up feeling more like a car to me than really what it used to be being a, you know, a rival fun do-it-all sports car. Now, not to knock the performance, of course, on this guy. I mean, it is so nice to put my foot down and just have some torque, and it's pretty ridiculous how fast this thing is. If you really want to humble yourself, daily drive a Miata for like 3 months and then hop into something with, you know, 500 horsepower, it is like blisteringly fast. And it almost proves my point where I feel so guilty now having this much power, because I just don't know where I could justify to use it. The Miata is just so fun to just really rip around and do whatever. You guys know the story in the song and dance of just having a car that kind of just goes around and does what it needs to do, and with lower limits. But like genuinely, like I can't really use this car to its potential. Now, for my use case, right, having two cars, it's a very niche thing. I know other people do it, but for me, having pretty much a toy and this car puts me in a weird spot in what I want to do with this vehicle. The big thing for me is just having how practical this car is still in my life. It is really important that I have a vehicle of this sort. I know my fiance has her sedan car, but for me to have my own one, just for the practicality, space, and actual usability of the car, as much as I love the Miata, it is not a do-it-all vehicle. And I'm sure there's people in the comments who say they can, and they try, and they will, but when it comes down to brass tacks, just the sheer size of this guy in the street, its presence and everything, it's just practical. You have so much space to use him, and I still have a purpose to keep this guy. So as much as I'm considering, right, not really wanting to drive this guy as much, the times that I do need to, you know, grab the keys and take this out and drive it around, it does do that very well. Now, when it comes to other things, when it comes to this car and everything, there's a lot of different stuff that goes on with the ownership process, right? Now that I have two cars, I have to deal with double the maintenance, double the gas and other things, and this guy is just kind of a hog onto all reports of that. I have sold my Apex wheels. I used to have 3 sets in this car, now I have 2, and I still have my Titan 7 track set, and I have my OEM set, and I'm kind of thinking of phasing off most of the track work and fun on this car to kind of go towards the Miata. It's just so much more engaging, and I know it's not fast, guys. Like, it's generally not fast, but that feeling you get when you're just ripping that thing, you know, 10 tenths. Arguably, I haven't even felt 10 tenths. Even the 8 tenths, 9 tenths that I'm doing on the street, albeit which I shouldn't be, but it's just, you feel alive and you feel like you're doing something, you're having so much fun. And I'm kind of glad in some ways that I went this way with cars. You know, I think a lot of people go on their whole life like hunting and wanting this experience out of a car, and at the end of the day, like, for how much money I spent on that Miata versus what I'm getting out of this, it's just not the same highs and elevation of what I wanted. Now granted, other people like different things out of cars. For example, if you like having horsepower, if you like having the luxury and having the tech and everything, yes, I mean, it's like you cannot compare the Miata to anything. Even the ND, as nice as it is, it's just not what this car will ever be. This is a serious vehicle in all regards. I mean, you have the interior, the horsepower, the chassis itself, like, it is just such a well ironed out vehicle. And like I said, not to knock its performance, but objectively it performs very well, but subjectively and feeling and wise, it's just so numb and boring. And I think the biggest thing I'm noticing, of course, is the main two, actually all the touch points, is the shifter the steering, and the gas, right? So I'm finding that the clutch pedal and everything, it is very kind of funky with the left foot. Comparatively to what the Miata has, it's just so 1-to-1 and 2. But this car just has so much more turbo lag. You have to be really quick and on it with your shifts and everything. The Miata feels like I'm playing that perfect timing dance with this car. If I want to be smooth, you really have to give it a couple seconds to wait. And not saying I was daft and numb. I mean, in some ways I was, right? Ignorance is bliss, like not really knowing what a good manual feels like. This guy just does not hit that high at all for me. And arguably, it almost makes me want to say I regret getting the manual on this car. It's just not the same, and I think that's just the main issue, right? Like, before I didn't have another car. For a car that does it all and does one job, it does a great job, and it gives me that fun and thrill and experience. But now that I have one that just arguably does it so much better, it just doesn't make this feel as fun and engaging. And albeit it's still enjoyable to a way, you know, but with how digitized and, you know, stripped away refinement wise with this car, I think it's just, I understand it now, and I understand a lot more people when they're like, just get the automatic. It just makes way more sense in a vehicle like this, and it does. I mean, I don't know, like it's just part of the, I guess, the car guy circular comforts, you know, like you start with the shit box, you move on to something really nicer, you kind of figure out what you really want out of a car, just experiencing more, and then you kind of go back to really what you want. For me, I think it's just that lightness in a car, that feeling. The hydraulic steering in the Miata is just so freaking good. You get to feel so much. That shifter box is so slick and nice. I've added the short shifter in this car. It feels like good, but it's just a different type of good. Like, that car is just seamless in all of its inputs, and this guy's like racking a rifle in some ways. And like I said, some folks like different preferences when it comes to things, but I've just come to really enjoy and appreciate driving that car. And you know, some might say this is the honeymoon phase of me having that ownership with that vehicle and everything, but I don't really necessarily agree. I mean, I've just had so much fun. I've put already over 2,000 miles on that car in my couple months of ownership, and I just can't see myself ever wanting to not drive it when the weather is half decent out like these. I mean, there's just so many pros to it, albeit, like I said, it is not fast, you know, going on the highway and everything. I do not have any of the juice to really pass unless I'm shifting a bunch and then just having the practicality of everything, but there are some key differences. This car gives you so much more respect on the road. People don't like to, you know, cut you off or do other things. Like, people stay out of the way, and there's definitely a sense of respect just for the M3 and the brand. Miatas, as much as it's all cheerful and joyful with a lot of people who go and see them, it's just a different type of people, how they see you, how they see you, respect you, and kind of judge you off this look. So, not dissing the M brand. I know that there's a lot of bad characters that go around and kind of tearing down the image of what this is, and, you know, not saying I'm adding a good thing to the image or anything either, but I don't really like what, you know, the majority of press and everything is going on with this brand and its culture, and taking it back with the Miata community and everything. I've just been having a much more grounded and fun time, honestly. It's just fun. Like, it's just fun. I'm getting older. You know, there's only so much time to really drive everything and do a bunch of stuff. This car is just so proficient, but it's just become kind of second class now to that experience. And I know I've talked to other guys on the comments who watch these videos who have the similar experience, and I definitely want to say I was a naysayer when it comes to not wanting to believe what they're talking about with having a car that does such a good job in regards to just steering feel and everything. I was like, no, this thing's the best, and objectively, sure, all around one car, it is near close to the best. I'll still keep that for the money, but now that you have another car in the equation, it really just makes you not really appreciate, but kind of understand that there's a lot. You can't have everything. There's no perfect package, and I think I'm figuring that out with a lot of people too. Granted, I'm grateful to have the ability to fit 2 cars in my garage and everything. Not everyone has that option, and this is the perfect, like I said, just do it all car. If you have to make compromises, this is compromise. So let me know what you guys think or done down below. I mean, I feel like I've seen so many other YouTubers follow this same thing, and I was like, there's no freaking way. And I've talked to friends and everything, and it's different. I mean, everyone's telling me I should just sell it. Like, I'm not driving this car enough. I tell them, like, if I had a car note on it and everything, I'd definitely be inclined to agree. It's an expensive car if people are not, you know, paying it off and everything, but it is mine. I've owned it for a couple years now, so all I have to deal with is just simple, you know, maintenance, which I could do myself, which saves me money, and then there's insurance and everything to just make sure I could keep this on the road. But I don't know. It is conflicting. First world problems. I don't know what to do with this toy. If I were to think of getting a different platform and car, I really don't know what I would get. I kept looking at Civic Type R's, but I feel like it's, I mean, I I don't want to piss people off, but I see it as a pretty big downgrade when it comes to those cars, and some people don't agree, but even from friends who have them, they still are really, really refined to a point where you're not getting the most engagement fun out of it. And as much as I think I wouldn't have front wheel drive bother me, I just love rear wheel drive. It's too fun. The Miata's rear wheel drive, if I didn't, probably would have gotten like a Civic Si or something like that, which is kind of in the similar note of vehicle when it comes to that Type R front wheel driveness, but I just know what I like, and so far that Miata's just been the perfect purchase decision for me. If anything, for buying any cars I've gotten, that is easily the best thing I've ever bought. Just for the money and everything, like, I just can't praise just how fun it is. Miata is the answer. I mean, go out and get one, people. It's the reason why they're so freaking popular. And I'm not trying to, you know, cope and chill and everything, but I've having so much fun. Like I said, the community, everything has just been great, and I can't wait to keep building the car to get it where I want. I know for you guys who watch me for my M content, I will still try to put out some videos, but this is just how I'm feeling out here with the car, and I'm really looking forward to see what you guys think down below. If you've had the similar steps, similar feedback, and what you do if you're in my position. But if you guys want me to make more content with this car, please let me know down below. You know, if I'm going to be out driving and doing stuff, I'd rather just take the Miata if the weather is nice and everything. So feel free, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.